Good evening to my adoring public, my adoring fans. Have you missed me lately? Because I've missed you guys, and you know I have. It's a true statement. It's a true statement.
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paperboy, evening TV. Everywhere you look.
Alright, so this video is pretty much going to be, it's pretty much going to be, do I think physical media is dying? Why I collect physical media versus digital. It's going to be a kind of an array of that. Okay, for one, physical media is not dying. I mean, if anything, guys, we see more boutique labels now than ever. They know there's collectors out there now. They know. I mean, you got stuff like Arrow coming out, Scream Factory, Criterion. They keep pumping out these boutique type labels. That just shows me physical media is not dying. Possibly to the mainstream public, it is somewhat because of Netflix and because of this and that. But the collectors are always going to have a market. I believe there's always going to be, I think they're always going to provide for the collector because we buy it up. We buy it up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Tuesday mornings, we're there for the Steelbooks. We're there for the Digibooks at Target. We're there for the Steelbooks at Best Buy. And one thing I've noticed is at least my local Walmart has been pumping up trying to compete with Best Buy. And for a little bit, it wasn't like that. They kind of had died down. I'm like, oh, physical media is dead. But no, not really. It's not, guys. And like I said, to the mainstream public, it somewhat has. It somewhat has. The death of the video store. The rise of digital media. It's a thing, but once again, the collectors are going to keep that market there for physical media. That's all I'm saying on that. And as far as physical media versus digital, I mean, for movie collectors or movie enthusiasts, I believe that is a no-brainer. I believe it is. My thing is, let's say, you know, if I want to watch any movie that I love, it's probably right here on this shelf. I mean, you know, let's see. If I want to watch Superbad, just out of the random, boom, here it is. You know, that's the thing. Superbad, you know, if I don't have physical media, I gotta worry. Is it on Netflix? Is it streaming somewhere else? Is it on Hulu? Is it on demand? And I'm gonna pay $3 for it on demand, you know, when honestly, that's probably a very cheap Blu-ray. You can probably find that at a pawn shop. Some Blu-rays, you know, are like that. Some are not. If I want to watch a movie, I want to have it. Because I can rewatch it as much as I want. I can watch it whenever I want. I don't have to worry, you know, like The Office. I thought it was not going to be a worry. Boom. NBC, they're pulling it. They're pulling it from Netflix. I heard Friends is coming off of Netflix. So you think Netflix is this taken for granted thing, and really, they don't have that much. They really don't. The mainstream public, you know, they kind of watch whatever's on there. I don't think they really care. If Netflix puts out an original, they eat it up. Like Bird Box. Boom, they ate it up. They loved it. But as far as collectors, you know, and as far as movie enthusiasts, we love, you know, not just mainstream. I mean, we want to see the older classics. We want to see the obscure horrors. We want to see, you know, stuff that isn't really released. And this just isn't for Blu-ray. I mean, there's stuff on DVD that's not been released on Blu-ray. There's stuff on VHS that has not been released on DVD. That's part of collecting, and that's, you know, why you collect. Physical media is not going anywhere, or at least anytime soon. I'm not seeing it. I don't think it's going to happen. I wouldn't worry about it, guys. And it's just, I don't know. I just love having that library that I could go to anytime I want to. Anytime I want to. I can rewatch it as many times as I want to. And as far as really movie nerds, I mean, let's see here, guys. You know, let's just pull out a Criterion. let's say, you know, you like Night of the Living Dead, but let's say you really like Night of the, like you're into the old school zombie, you're into George Romero, you'll probably pick up this copy. That's what I'm saying. If you found it on streaming, you just watch the movie. But if you're a movie enthusiast, you have tons of special features, 4K restorations, commentaries, never seen before stuff on here. Of course, you're gonna get the trailer, probably some commercials that were featured, interviews. The list goes on and on and on, and that's why these companies are putting out titles, you know, with all that special stuff, because they know collectors are gonna buy it. So therefore, physical media, I don't think it's dead. Don't think it's going anywhere. Another part of collecting is, and this doesn't just go for movies. This goes for video games. This goes for music. This goes for, it goes for movies also. It's just, I think it's about having that connection. Part of why I started collecting, and I used to collect video games, retro video games, is because I remember the times when I was down in the basement, 4 years old, hooking up my mother's old NES system, which I thought was brand new at the time. I had no idea that was an old system from 85. It's just remembering that connection and wanting to go back to that. That's, I think, where collecting starts. And once you get started, it's a snowball hill downward. You really can't stop. Because, for me, like VHS, I remember watching Disney VHSs all the time. I remember watching Home Alone on VHS, stuff like that. So it makes me want to go back, have a nostalgic look on things. And that's what it's about. For music collectors with vinyl, it's a lot to do with artwork, having the big artwork, having the big display of it. The sound on vinyl is different. Every niche has a collection, or at least, as far as media goes. And I say collect what you want, watch what you want. Don't depend on digital media being there for you. It's not always going to be there for you. And physical media will. It really will, as long as the stores keep providing it. And I'm saying they're going to. I see no stoppage. I see these debates all the time. When is physical media stopping? This, and that. Yeah, it killed video stores. It did kill video stores. But I don't see the selling of Blu-rays or 4Ks stopping. I just don't. I see maybe a few things dwindling down here and there. But I don't see a complete stoppage anytime soon, anytime in the near future. And, guys, if it's all about having that connection. Really, what you collect is a part of you. It shows your personality. Like for me, I collect movies. I collect Disney, vintage Disney. I collect some video games still. I mean, that's just stuff I enjoy. So, and I like, having stuff I enjoy. I don't let it overtake my life. I don't let it flood throughout the house. Yeah, it is flooded in a section of my house. Because, if I want to just, unwind, watch a movie, I can do it. If I want to play a certain game, I want to play. If I want to play the Super Nintendo, pop up a Super Nintendo and play it. It'll take you back to your childhood. There's a lot of reasons people collect. And I think people are going to keep on collecting. I mean, it's just the way we are. Or at least some of us are. Guys, I'd like to hear your thoughts on the physical media versus digital down below in the comments. I really would, because I want to hear other people's inputs. Maybe you think it is going to die. I could be wrong, guys. I mean, physical media could be dead in 5 years. But like I said before, I mean, we're getting stuff now that, collecting has changed over just the past few years. Let it be steelbooks, digibooks, different type labels that are coming out. Vinegar Syndrome's one that I've not even gotten into. There's so many type labels that I can't get into because it's just overwhelming. The amount of stuff that we're able to collect, the amount of physical media that is still coming out, and it keeps continuing to do so. Yeah, streaming services are available. It's good for the mainstream casual movie watcher. I'm not knocking streaming services. They do a lot of good. They really do. But they just don't have everything. They really don't. And in a spectrum of, the whole physical media, they don't have much at all, if you think about it like that. They put on a few good movies here and there. They do. And they're pretty decent with some new releases, and they have good original content. I love Stranger Things. That's one of my favorite shows. It harkens back to the 80s, so of course I'm going to love it. But guys, this was just a little ramble about really not much of anything. I just like the discussion of physical media and, the collecting of it and, did the rise of digital. But seriously, guys, I want you to comment down below. Let me know what you think. Give me your opinions, your thoughts, your feedback. But make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit it because I'm trying to put out content all the time, like I say before. But most importantly, guys, just go catch a flick.